Hello and welcome back to DUI 24/7. That's right, folks, the game and the doc are back large and in charge and in control, and we're here live from Arena Mexico in Mexico City. And we're going to bring you some great 3-on-3 tag team action here tonight, and it's going to be a very special treat for all the fans. Tell them, Doc.
Oh, when you hear that music, you know it's going to be a special treat. Because on the DUI 24/7, even though it's known for action, the action doesn't get any better than this, baby. Look at it. It's lethal injection. Eat it up.
No question about that, Doc. The game, the Doc, and the RD are coming down to the ring. Three of the top competitors in the DUI putting on a show here for the fans in Mexico. And that's right, folks, this is going to be a very special treat because you're going to hear our commentary on this huge main event match that we had at one of our tour stops. You got the DUI World Champion RD and the DUI Tag Team Champions, the game and the Doc. Look at all that gold shining bright.
Oh yeah, that's right, baby. That's what the House of Gold was built on. Look at it. Suck it all up. And that's what makes Lethal Injection a worldwide franchise it is. Because it's championship quality members that we have, as you see in the ring. But speaking of worldwide, tonight is going to be a special treat because we've asked Mexico to bring three of its finest. Tell them, game.
That's right, Doc. We wanted three of the top competitors to show up for this match with us. You know, we didn't want no scrubs or any has-beens. We wanted three of the top guys, and this guy right here is known as Silver Strike, and I don't know what this display is about, though.
Oh, I hope that's not a can of PBR that he's sucking down and going to plan on bringing on some shenanigans. But then again, game, we should respect this guy because we were told that he's held some championship titles here in Mexico. But I'm still leery of that goat herding stick that he's bringing to the ring.
Oh, you're right, Doc. Yeah, that's enough to make me spill some wine over here, wondering what he could be trying to pull with that stick. You know, we're not going to have any jobber tricks out here tonight. But this guy is a tough competitor. He's held lots of titles throughout all of Mexico. He's traveled to federations, and we are told that he is a very tough competitor, and he's got a lot of skills. And he's also very versed in the lucha libre style, and so he could be a very tricky person to get by tonight, Doc.
Oh, indeed, game. Look, he's the agility of jumping up there, showing the fans what he's got. You know, this doesn't look like no easy pushover. This guy seems to have a lot of talent and a lot of skills, but then again, he's going up against Lethal Injection, so he's going to need every bit of it.
Oh, no question, Doc. He's going to have to bring his A game if he wants to hang with the best that the DUI has to offer. And now here's another guy that, you know, this guy, he's a mystery here. These moves that we've been seeing, they remind us of something and someone that we knew in the past, doesn't it, Doc?
Well, game, not to be talking out of school, but this guy backstage, every time I want to sit down and negotiate something with him, he always seemed to try to avoid me, and he had his interpreter talking to me. But I noticed just through his movements and mannerism, he really reminded me of somebody I know. So it's going to be interesting to see what type of wrestling style he does have.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Doc. You know, I mean, I have to say that he sort of reminds you of a hoser if you look at him close enough. But, you know, that's besides the point. You know, this guy right here, he's known as Artimana, and has held one of the most prestigious championships in all of Mexico. He was the Champion de Corredor. So, you know he's got to be a tough competitor to hold some gold.
Oh, you know he has to be. Plus, he's going to have to be a very tough competitor just to be stepping into the ring with Lethal Injection. So I'm going to respect him on that point. But like I said, look at that, the warm-up and everything. He reminds me of somebody that we used to fight. But this is a person that everybody's going to have to keep their eyes on. It's none other than one of Mexico's favorites. It's Supernova.
Oh, definitely, Doc. You're looking at him getting the crowd fired up already with some pyro here. And, you know, Supernova, again, another guy that's been all around throughout Mexico. He's fought in tons of leagues, and he's one of the top stars here in the Triple L. He's also held a lot of gold, so you know that he can go in that ring.
Oh, he can definitely go in the ring. That's why they call him Nova, if I remember right. Does that mean goers or something? But either way, when I was backstage talking to people, I was surprised how many people were big fans of the Supernova. So I'm going to be impressed to see what kind of wrestling skills he's going to bring to the DUI.
Oh, indeed, Doc. He's definitely one of the most popular stars around here. You see his masks out in the crowd. The kids seem to really respond to him. So, you know, he obviously has built a great life for himself here in Mexico, and we're going to see what's going to happen here as this match gets started. The RD with Artimana in the ring.
Oh yeah, Artimana right away starting off. Look at the aggressive nature of him. Look at the techniques that he's using. He looks like that he could have been a star somewhere. But as we know, he is a champion of the corridor, so it's not surprising to see him being so talented.
Not surprising at all, Doc. But he's in there with the DUI World Champion, the RD, one of the best in the world. So he's going to have to really show us something here if he thinks he has any ability to try to win this match for his team. And now, folks, this is a 2 out of 3 falls match that we got going here. And this is the first fall that we got going on. And Silver Strike is getting himself in the ring for a piece of the RD.
And that is right. It is a 2 out of 3 falls because we wanted to really showcase the talents of Mexico and let them get a chance to really bring what they have to Lethal Injection. And that's what you're seeing right now is everybody in Lethal Injection getting in the ring. We're all going to get a shot at these guys. But here, the silver, what'd you call them? Silver
Silver Strike, Doc.
Silver Strike, I'm sorry. You know, the guy confuses me with the mask. You know, I always have that mask phobia thing going.
That's all right, the Doc, yeah. And you know, folks, Doc looks like he's getting off to a little slow start here in this match. But you have to realize that we've been touring all throughout Mexico. Tons of appearances, autograph signings, promotion. You know, it's amazing that we're even getting in there to compete at such a high level. But we know the fans demanded to see Lethal Injection, and we were going to get in there and give it to him. But look at the Doc. Now he's just getting warmed up with that weak power bomb. It gives him a shot right back to the Jimmies.
Oh, indeed, game. I didn't want to have to sit there and toot my own horn. But here I'm letting the guy, telling him, no, go ahead, give me your best shots, get your spots in, let's see what you got. And I was letting him take a couple hits in on there. But when he does a couple moves like that and he thinks he's going to get a little big in the head, of course, you know I'm going to have a check.
Oh, and look at these cheap jobber tricks already by these other two trying to storm our corner, you know, to try to get the advantage. Oh, and look at this now. He thinks he's going to stretch the Doc on out. What's up with this, Doc?
Oh, Gabe, you know I've been stretched out. I'm better in rings than this one. But yeah, you know, this guy has no idea what he's doing trying to stretch out the Doc.
Oh, and look at I had to get in there and break up that disgusting display. And now look at the Doc. Doc's going to get a little technical. We want to work on that arm a little bit, show him what's up. Bringing it back into our corner. Now we're going to get the advantage here.
Well, here I had to check him again. You know, he thought he was going out there, stretch out the Doc, tried to make a name for himself. Nobody makes a name off of themselves by Lethal Injection's expense. You know that, game.
Oh, no question about that, Doc. And you know what, though? We do have to give these guys some credit. This Silver Strike guy looks like he came to fight, and that they weren't lying when they said he was a tough competitor and a former champion. But like I'm saying, you know, he pulls off a couple quick moves like that. That doesn't mean you're going to win the match. And look at the Doc, though, being smart, getting to the corner and making a tag.
Oh, you know I'm going to bring out the big guns when the time comes, game. But yeah, you're right. The fact is that Lethal Injection, not only did we have to master ourselves in the North American style of wrestling, then we had to master ourselves in Japanese style of wrestling. Now we're have to go with the Mexican style of wrestling. So you're going to see a little, you know, change-ups here and there. But overall, Lethal Injection knows what they're doing. Like right here, you see, he turned his back on the Doc. Never do that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's a great point, Doc. You know, we did have to adjust all these different styles of wrestling. And when you get in with these lucha libre competitors, you're going to see some things that you really haven't seen before. And it takes some time to get adjusted. And you see, though, he goes in there and he makes a smart tag to Artimana, but I just had to check him right out of the ring. I said, get out of here, bitch. You made the tag already.
That's right. You know, you're not going to be able to pull all these jobber tricks. You know, down in Mexico, they seem to have all these little new techniques and these little new tricks that they try. But again, Lethal Injection, being a worldwide franchise, we know all the styles, all the tricks, and you're not going to get over on us.
Indeed, Doc. You know, you see, again, I'm letting the guy get his spots in. You know, he can play to the fans a little bit. And, you know, I didn't know what was going on there in the corner. It seemed that they were doing a little tippy-toe and couldn't decide who they wanted into the ring. But finally, Nova gets in there, and I've delivered a huge clothesline, send him right down to the mat.
Oh, yeah. I was getting a little nervous when I seen them all crowding around in the corner there, game. I was afraid that they're going to try a little tippy-toe time. But knowing that you being a multi-title holder and current champion yourself can handle yourself in such a situation.
Indeed. Now, folks, we're about to set this up real quick for you here. You see, I was in control of this match, but things break down pretty quickly. Now, you were seeing something going on in the corner, Doc.
Well, that's true, Game. At this point, I was trying to yell across that I thought I seen them digging around in their trunks, and right here when you're thrown in, this is why I started yelling.
You see that? Right there, that silver strike threw something into my eyes, and then look at that, Nova jumps up with some damn flippy move, and he gets a lucky 3 count right here. But you know, folks, this match isn't over. We're not going to fall to these jobber tricks.
Indeed, and agreed.